In this project, we're going to use the following LED strips to display the value of the potentiometer. If the value of the potentiometer is at its lowest, then this LED should light up. If the value of the potentiometer is at its highest, then this LED should light up. Whenever we do something in the potentiometer, then it should reflect the values in the following LED. For example, if I adjust the value to the right, you would see that the LED strip goes up to the maximum. However, if we change the value to the lowest, then it should show that the LED is decreasing in value. Okay? If you're excited, then let's start exploring. Let's discuss how we're going to wire up our circuit so that we can achieve that functionality. Here is the printing diagram on how we are going to create the circuit. I have here my Arduino Uno, my LEDs, my 220 ohms current limiting resistors, and a potentiometer. The LEDs are connected through the digital pins from 2 up to 10, while the potentiometer is connected to the analog in 0. The ground connections are connected to the cathode of the LEDs, and the ground connections of the potentiometer is connected also to the ground. The other is connected to the 5 volts in. And that's how we're going to wire up our circuit. Okay, so let's discuss how I wired up the schematics. So this is the Arduino Uno, and this is our potentiometer. The following are the LED strips and the current limiting resistors. As discussed, we just need to connect the pin values from pin 2 up to pin 10 to the LEDs, while at the same time, the ground connection of all the current limiting resistors should be connected to the ground of the Arduino. The potentiometer analog input is connected to the analog 0, while the ground and the 5 volts rail are connected accordingly to the ground and the 5 volts rail of the Arduino. And that's how the circuit should be wired. Let's discuss now the following Arduino programs that will display our potentiometer values through the LED strip. Okay, so I have initialized the list of pins needed to power up the Arduino. So pin 0, which is for the analog grid, is initialized, and I created the list of LED strips, which is from pin 2 to pin 10. Then in the setup mode, we just set the pin mode of each LED output as output. While in the looping, you would see that it first reads the value of the potentiometer, then it reads the value of the potentiometer values and map it from a number 0 to 8. As you know, the potentiometer values is ranging from 0 to 1023. Then, after getting a map value of the potentiometer reading, we set the strip value by calling these functions. In this function, we first turn off all the LEDs initially, and then after turning it off, we just turn on the LED that is corresponding to the value that we got from the map value, which is from 0 to 8. The code, by the way, that I have is available also in my GitHub account called DonskyTech Arduino Projects. You can take a look at the code in there also if you wanted to learn more how to do the following circuits. I have set the comments there so that you would be able to understand how the program is running. So if we deploy this program into the Arduino right now, okay, so it was now deployed, and we try running or changing the value of the potentiometer strip, then we would be able to see that the potentiometer value is being displayed correctly by the LED strip. And that's how we are going to accomplish our project. Happy exploring!